Good evening. Welcome to the Speak Life podcast. I am your host, Cherise C. Tonight we are talking to a very special guest. Everyone does not know what it takes to put on a production. Tonight's guest is going to talk about his experience as a playwright in the community of New Jersey and exactly what it takes to put on a production like this. He's going to talk about challenges. His name is Joe McRae, and he has a play coming out on February 22nd. It's at the Brooks Art Center in Bound Brook, New Jersey, and it's called First Lady. So without further ado, we're going to get Joe in the studio, and he's going to introduce himself. Good evening, Joe.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I was just giving our audience a brief introduction about you. But okay. I told them, about your upcoming play. I told them you were a playwright in the community of New Jersey. And, can you just give them a brief description of, how you got started and, what other plays you've done?
Oh, wow. I would say that the play that I'm doing now, this is like number 12. I just had my 20-year anniversary last year of May, and that was All That Glitters Ain't Gold.
Wow.
So it was 20 years ago that I written that play, and believe it or not, I written that play in one day, and the way that it came about because I was an actor. Mm-hmm. And I was always going to audition in the city, and there was one particular time I went out for a ghost and a voiceover. And with this voiceover, they had wanted me to do a whole bunch of cursing. And I tried to explain to the guy that because my religion, I can't do all that cursing for the voiceover. And they were telling me things such as like, it's okay, we're going to bleep it out. People's not going to hear you say it. I said, okay, if they're not going to hear it, why do they have to say it? And I never forget that he looked at me and he handed me the script and he said, this could be a big opportunity. And he said, well, don't worry, God will understand. And when he said that, it was like something just stabbed me in my heart. And I'm like, I can't do this. And I remember giving him that script back and I said, thank you, but no thank you. And I walked out of that audition. I cried like a baby. I was in my late 20s, and I felt that it was too late. I was old, and I was like, it's never going to happen. I blew a big opportunity. Mm-hmm. And just like I'm speaking to you now, I heard God speak to me and said, well, Joe, why don't you write and produce your own stuff where you have control over what you say and do? And that's how I birthed All That Glitters Ain't Gold. And so I always tell people acting, writing found me. I didn't find it.
Right.
So that's how I first got into the art of writing.
Right, wonderful, and and that's something because you're absolutely right. And today I'm looking at the past because I myself am in the arts. I'm also a playwright and an actress as well, and. It's tough out there, It's tough out there, especially when you're auditioning in New York. And, and I did the Chitlin circuit for a while. And and that's no fun. People want to take advantage of you. I remember being in the Black Christmas Carol by a company. I'm not even going to dignify them by mentioning their name.
Don't do it.
Their name. But people weren't showing up. And I was showing up. And that night I left the theater, I played 5 different parts.
Oh, wow. I believe it.
And I didn't even get cab fare home or car fare home. Yeah, he was expecting me to sell all of these tickets, but I didn't even get a glass of water or car fare home. So
they're a prostitute you get if you let them.
Right. So, that was disheartening for me, but I know how it is, and as I'm saying, when you do your own thing, now it's the sky's the limit. You can do your own thing, and and you can prosper because, like you said, you have full control. But 20 years ago, doing this, so you've been in this game a long time, and struggling through it. The person who trained me in writing plays told me, you're not a play. If you write a play once every 5 years, you're not a playwright.
Wow.
It's just a hobby. He said it's just a hobby. You have to continually keep going, and I commend you for 20 years. What are some of the other obstacles that you've gone through?
I would basically say getting a good group of people, actors, because actors they're so fickle, and and some of them are not reliable, and a lot of them just want to. They hear that you're doing things, and they just want to get in it just to ride your coattail. No one wants to put the legwork in. When everyone sees your success, they just assume it came overnight, but it came from a lot of hard work and a lot of preparation and trying to get things together. And then it's amazing every time how people think that you like an overnight success.
Right.
It's like they don't see the tears, they don't see the hard work. Because I promote, I write, I direct, I do it all. I work with the band, I work with the actors, I'm a coach with the actors. So it's a full circle thing that you have to do with this thing.
Exactly.
And you have to love what you do, because there's going to be times that you can push your show so hard, and then you get to the show and there's no one in the audience.
Right.
It's So you definitely have to work hard at it. You can't just write something and just assume that someone's going to be there to see it if you don't put in the work. Because I don't expect anyone to do something that I'm not going to do. And I'm like, people always say they want someone to invest in their dreams. But if you're not willing to invest in yourself, why would someone else want to invest in you? Right.
Exactly. And like you said, there's no such thing. If you when you become like an overnight success, you miss some stuff. You miss some stuff.
You really have.
Because even when you're writing, one of my favorite playwrights is David Lee Talbot.
Oh yeah.
You could tell that his stuff is well written, well thought out, and very well put together. Him and of course Lorraine Hansberry, Raisin in the Sun. Those are some of my favorite. Who would be your favorites?
I like David E. Tablet, and I also like I commend Tyler Perry, because the work that he's doing is phenomenal. I mean, not only has he opened up doors for other black actors and black producers, but he's doing some phenomenal things. He's breaking ground, and I look at him as if like he's making a way for me.
Right.
Some of the stuff that I don't have to work as hard to do, because he's laying out the blueprint for me. And everybody like, why don't you contact Tyler Perry, have him produce you? No, he did it already. He already opened that door for me. So if he did it, I can do it.
Exactly. When people say that, they don't realize you're an individual person. Yeah, I mean, yes, like you said, yes, the doors are open, but you want to walk through that door yourself.
Exactly.
Because you've put that time in, right?
If someone gives you something, you're not gonna work as hard as if you had to get there yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like just like we have the right to vote now. I mean, years ago we didn't even have that right to do it, and it irks me sometimes when you see young people take it for granted. Like people fought and died for that right. It's like
right. Everybody's blessings are different.
Yeah.
Everybody's circumstances are different. People don't understand. Writing is like your baby.
It is.
You know, it's like your baby. You know, you want to be able to keep that creative control. And along the way, did you ever produce with someone else who tried to change your writing or control it?
I have a lot of people that reached out to me wanting to work with me, but a lot of the time our vision doesn't coincide together.
Right.
And I just can't jeopardize my vision and the anointing that God had placed on my life. So I just never. The only thing that I came close to doing was I partnered with a restaurant before, and I had did something called like a theater in the show.
Oh, okay.
Because he was in a upstate theater in an urban area, and I think I was doing plays maybe about 5 years, and so we had tried something like that. But whereas working with another writer, it's kind of hard unless you share the same vision and the same passion for it. That's kind of difficult. Even I get a lot of people now that come up to me after the show, and they enjoy the show so much. They like, oh, I got a story for you, but I'm like, that's not how it works for me.
I know. Yeah. I get that, and then some of them say, "Well, why didn't you do this?" And I worked with a producer once. You know, she was a great person, and she gave me. My play was actually produced in Harlem, and she gave me a good start. I don't begrudge it, but but the changes that were made, I wasn't too happy with them.
Yeah.
Because when you know that that's the vision that God gave you, Exactly. So you kind of got to protect your baby. So you said the challenges that you have are, the temperamental actors, and
yes.
What if you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you get a lot of divas.
Mm-hmm.
They get a leading role, and then they do a good job, and then they become divas and divos, and I'm like, I can't deal with that. I'm like, the only star of the show is Jesus. It's like, because I tell them in the minute, actors are dime a dozen,
So. Right. Exactly, and it's a blessing, and what does it feel like for you when you see these productions come alive?
It's amazing, and this is like my 12th play that I've written, and each time I can see the elevation that God is doing in my life, because like this one that I'm doing now called First Lady, it's my writing to a whole nother level that I've never even seen myself doing before. But the best thing, what I do like about it is every story that God gives me has a message in it. You're going to be entertained, you're going to laugh, you're going to cry. And I think my play has somewhat of like an old school flavor to it. Mm-hmm. Because I remember one time I'd done the show when this lady, she had to be about like 85 years old. And she walked up to me and she grabbed me by my hand and she said, "Baby, you keep on letting the Lord use you because you got an old school soul." And she said, it's good. And it's that kind of gratitude that you get when people can walk up to you and tell you that they got something out of it.
Right. A message, and and that's what it's all about. Putting forth a message out, to the people of God, but to people, period, because you never know how something could touch, someone in the audience who, who doesn't know God.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was going to say, I tell people that all the time. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when a person comes to your place, that's the only church that they will go to get a message from God. Because most of the people that come to my shows don't go to anybody's church. But what I do, I plant a seed in them so they can make them want to start looking for a church home.
Right. Right, and that's, and that's what it's all about. So